What's up, guys? Appreciate you coming by. What we're going to talk about today is math. I know that's why you all come to the channel, because we all love math. We all love stats. I did this before with the Namor Orb event. I'm doing it again with the Ghostwriter event. I'm really just here to kind of help show what I think the effort's going to take to get you to a certain level. You know, is it 4-star, 5-star, 6-star? You know, is it possible 7-star? I look at the offer a little bit to see if that's going to help you. You know, all these different things to help you determine where you're at. You know, how much more you need to push depending on what you want to do. So I'm digging Ghostwriter. I'm really digging the Supernatural. As always, I'll have that $50 link in the description below. If you want a chance to win 50 bucks, go check that out. All you got to do is click the link, like the video, 500 likes, then we give away the monies, and comment below to enter Disney or Sony. And again, it doesn't matter at this point. Just got to get the likes so I can give you the monies. So anyway, let's look at some math and the Ghostwriter and go from there.
Bring me WolverThor!
Alright, so this is my Ghostwriter. You know, how many shards can I get here? You know, I didn't get lucky with the red stars. But, you know, obviously I put a little bit of gear into them. These aren't around, these things. I haven't been able to find them, so I'll probably pop up in the store or something like that. But anyway, so how many shards can you get from this Blitz event? Smash Pumpkins, Smash Mumpkins, all that kind of stuff. So let's get to the ever-exciting spreadsheet with the data. Okay, for those who didn't see before, I've got spreadsheets. Lots of them. I did one with Namor and the Orbs Away event. There's all these different information. Let me zoom out just a hair here. You know, where you basically determine the milestones, how many points, where it essentially figures out the number of Blitz wins you need per day. So, you know, and again, it depended on how many days were left, or etc. So anyway, I took this similar format, and if you want to know exactly how that all works, go watch that video. I don't want to necessarily bore those who aren't interested in that in this video. I just want to kind of get to the meat and potatoes. I wonder why they picked meat and potatoes. Anyone know? I'm curious. Anyway, so I've got this Ghostwriter one set up. Very similar. I added a couple things. I added some shards through the milestones. Total points needed has always been there. And I kind of go through, and then, you know, the jack-o'-lantern orb fragments required for that many orbs, and then the expected orbs that you get for each blitz. When you go through these, you kind of are getting these fragments anywhere, and each one's 4,000. So last time I assumed there were some, you get them from the orbs blitzes. I am not assuming that this time, so just doing the Killmonger one, then whatever's Monday, whatever's Thursday, and then actually this one should say Monday, not Thursday, but you get the point. So, and then it talks about how the total from that, and then an adjusted orb fragments that you need based on what's over here. So obviously this is a negative one, because if you just did those, it'd be in the negative. We're not really focused on that. And then number of blitz wins needed, and just the delta, so that you can look at this and go, well, I'm already at 24. You know, how do I, you know, I only need 88 to get to the next one. Or if I'm here, you don't have to worry about how many per day you necessarily need to get there. It's just like you need 90 more from, you know, the next one. So anyway, and then it gets to the number of wins you need per day. And this is as of today. I'm recording this is October 18th. And you can see based on the number of blitz wins needed, and then how many days left, how many you need per day. So I'll talk about these green ones. Essentially what this shows is this is kind of your sweet spot. I think with all the other things going on, if you're about this range, you're probably maxing this thing out. But let me tell you why. And before I do, actually, just so you guys know, this was some numbers I put together based on the Namor, and it's not, there's no scientific data behind this. It was just kind of like, I think it's about that. So the potential frags that you're going to get from each drop, and I averaged it out. So anyway, if you're wondering, that's kind of how I did it. So again, all of this stuff is kind of a grain of salt. I'm just trying to give you a general idea where you need to be, because obviously when you've got RNG in play, things can just go haywire. So I'm not going to worry about, you know, being specifically accurate. I just want to get you in the ballpark. So what I've done here is we got the Monster Mash, which is a little bit different. It's less milestones. but you get some shards to this, some total points needed, and then orbs that you get from this. So what I noted here, basically that if you finish all 15, you'll get 13 orbs out of it, which when you're looking up here, orbs required to meet the milestone. So it's like, oh, I'm going to get 13 down there. So, you know, instead of 95, you need, what, 82, you know, or 83, depending on that 0.6. So you're, you know, as long as you're around this range for whatever data is over here, and that's why I got the 127 and above and below highlighted, you're probably going to max out these milestones. And I think everybody's pretty much going to max out this monster mash from looking at it. What I had here is, you know, if you're talking about 38 points per win, that's basically if you have a trick-or-treat person in your attempt, you need, you know, a total of 413 wins over the course of this event, which is 34 win or 35 blitz wins a day, which I think that's pretty easy to hit if you're trying, you know, a few times a day. You're solid. So I'm assuming everyone's probably going to get that 13 orbs if you're going to finish these, as long as you're blitzing or getting that many wins a day. And again, those point totals can go up, and you can need less wins if you're using more, you know, tunes, etc. So I was like, this is going to get done. So I really wanted to, you know, minus the 13 there, and that's where, you know, we're kind of talking about, you know, in this general range of needing wins per day as of today. And then again, if you're not looking at this until later, it gets lower and lower, or higher and higher, I should say. So the next part is, you know, really what this, and really it's the last part. What this does is kind of like, well, what does it mean to me? I want shards, right? So all of this stuff, you can max these milestones, all these different things. I've got the shards that you'll get through the milestones. So if you finish all of the milestones in the pumpkin smash, you'll get 103 shards. If you finish the 15 in monster mash, you'll get another 60. So that's obviously 163 shards. And the number that you need to 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, 7-star, all right here. So that's not quite enough to 4-star. Obviously you've also got the orbs, so you can kind of like, all right, well, how many, you know, orbs am I going to get? You know, and that's a good question. So I'm saying, well, you're going to at least get 95, because if you finish that, the orbs required to meet the milestone, you're opening 95 orbs. So the question becomes, well, what's the average drop of Ghostwriter that you're going to get in those orbs? I might be off on this. I did 2.5. It's probably less than that. It's probably around 2, to be honest with you. So, you know, I said you'll get 239 out of this, which means you get 402 total, which is like, okay, that's a pretty solid number of shards, which means you're easily, you know, you're at like 5-star in this bad boy, which is awesome. Now, if I lower it, because that seems a little bit high, let's go to 2. All right, so you're still 5-star in it, which is like, all right, you know, and if let's just go one more short, it's like 1.5. Okay, so you're almost 5-star in it, and all you really need to get is some lucky RNG, so it's like, sweet. So let's jump back to the 2.5 for just a second. And so if you're getting 2.5 on average from the jack-o'-lantern orbs, and you get the 402 total shards, you're 108 short from the 6-star. And that to me is kind of like, well, and that's the offers come in, where it's kind of like, okay, 55 plus 8 orbs. It really does kind of get the, you know, if you're, I said 55 and you're probably going to get around 50, that gets you that 6-star. So if you buy one offer and you max this event, you're probably getting a 6-star Ghostwriter. If you get 2, you're not getting anything much better, honestly, because it's kind of like you're still 408 short unless you get really good RNG or that 2.5. Let's just say let's just make this 3 just for fun. I mean, you've got to average. What are you gonna have to average here? I mean, you've got to average more than 4 shards a drop on that jack-o'-lantern orb, which I'm not seeing it. You can obviously get some Ghostwriter orbs and spend cores or something like that, or get really lucky on the orb buys and get maybe that 7-star. But even with the 2 offers, you're still looking to be about 50 shards short here. So that's what I put. I said you really need some good RNG to get that 7-star. But I think if you're about, you know, normal here, you get all the events done, I think you're at least 5-star in them without an offer. If you buy an offer, I think you're probably 6-star in them. So It's a $50 offer. That's not cheap. But anyway, I wanted to do some of this math in here, kind of share it with you guys. Again, I didn't want to go through exactly how I made this spreadsheet because I did that in another video. If you really care about that aspect of it, it's the Namor one. I did it a while back. It's in my, if you look on my YouTube channel, just go down to the playlist and you'll kind of see all kinds of different things. It's probably in the PvP playlist, I believe. So anyway, hopefully this helps, and I'll wrap it up. So what do you guys think? You gonna push for this thing? My numbers are totally whack. It seems to be, it's the same, you know, kind of effort it seems as the Namor. It's the shard, or the opening of the orbs are worth more 666. So any of those who are into the symbol of the devil, you know, that's kind of what they're doing there, which I thought was fun. It's cute, you know, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to max these. I'd love to get Ghostwriter higher. I haven't done a supernatural video yet, but I am digging what I see from them. Unfortunately, I'm super gold starved at the moment. I'm probably gonna have to do some streaming or something to see if we can rally some troops for some things on it. But I don't know. If you're interested in trying to do something like that, I'll stream and see if I can get some gold and pump some of those guys up. But right now, you know, I've got them kind of a little bit lower tier. I'd love to get some T4s with those guys, and I'll show you guys the videos. But anyway, so yeah, where you at with your Ghostwriter? Are you gonna push the blitz? I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to see you again soon.